My name is Naruto Uchiha, and I will be the one that avenges my clan. Believe it!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Neon Pow here, and today we're doing part 4 to What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. This meaning that if you've not seen the previous parts, I highly recommend you do so you won't be lost. Link to that playlist will be in the description below and in the card above, so make sure to check that out. Also, for the like goal for this video, we're going to be doing 100 likes, just because I'm going to be looking for speed instead of quantity, so I want to see how you guys handle this challenge. Let's see what you got. Also, I want to welcome all the new beasts that have joined the POW fam community. I hope you guys are enjoying your time here, and we're constantly growing the channel, so let's see how far we can make this What If community go. So guys, without further ado, let's go and hop into the video. We last left off our getting acing the written part of the Chunin exams. They are now readying themselves to begin the Forest of Death part. Both Naruto and Sasuke are eager to find strong foes so they can test their abilities and get stronger. Sai, on the other hand, just wants to get this exam over with. The siren begins to initiate the test, and Team 7 is off. As Team 7 moves throughout the forest, they hope to just run into some ninja to fight. However, oddly enough, they find no one. It seems almost like everyone is trying to avoid them. Sasuke realizes this and says that if things keep up this way, things are going to get very boring. Plus, they won't get the scroll they need. Naruto agrees with this and asks Sai if he can draw a bird so they can get up in the air and survey the area. Sai complies, and now Team 7 is airborne. As they are flying, they notice the sand ninja with the gourd, Gaara, fighting some random leaf ninja team. Sai recommends they don't get involved with the team, as he feels that even though they have a chance to win, the risk is not worth it. Plus, all of them can't help but feel something is very off about that Gaara kid, as if he isn't fighting to be a Chunin, but instead, some other motives. As Team 7 chooses to find another team, they hear a blood-hurling scream below. Gaara is toying with one of the shinobi and crushing his limbs with his hand. They then see Gaara completely engulfing one of the shinobi in his sand. The Uchihas know it wouldn't be smart to interfere, but they can't stand this injustice as it reminds them of the Itachi incident. Before Gaara is able to crush the helpless ninja, the Uchihas jump down and stop Gaara's bloodthirsty attempt, saving the ninja. Both are standing fearlessly and angry in front of Gaara. Sai, on the other hand, stayed above as he didn't agree with helping and see there wasn't any point to join in. Sasuke tells Gaara that the torture is enough. Naruto looks around to see that Gaara has already crushed 2 of the 3 other ninjas, which infuriates the young Uchiha more. Behind Gaara are 2 other sand ninjas, Temari and Kankuro, both of them looking a bit worried while looking at Gaara. They both tell the Uchihas that they shouldn't have jumped in, as Gaara is uncontrollable right now and will kill anyone in his sight. Naruto and Sasuke aren't fazed by this info at all, as they don't care anymore. Before the Uchihas have any time to strategize, Gaara jumps at Sasuke with his sand and attempts to grab him. Sasuke with his Sharingan dodges the sand. Gaara may be predictable, but the speed of his sand isn't something to take light of. As Sasuke dodges, Naruto shoots out wood at Gaara. To his surprise, Gaara's sand quickly blocks it. Gaara is now locked onto Naruto and charges at him. Naruto just smirks as he hoped Gaara would blindly rush him. Naruto, being in a giant forest, uses this to his advantage and traps Gaara's feet in place. Gaara, who has never been really challenged, is surprised to have been trapped by such a simple jutsu. Naruto, of course, doesn't let Gaara regain control. He has been working on an experimental jutsu he was hoping on using on Lee because of his speed, but feels now would be even better. He uses his wood style to grab him and throw him like a slingshot in combination with a pressurized wind below his feet to increase his speed past the sound barrier. Gaara's sand doesn't have enough time to react to Naruto's speed, and Naruto ends up getting pummeled straight in the face and thrown back 100 meters. Naruto knows for sure that wasn't enough to take Gaara out, but hopes that did some damage. As Gaara slowly gets up, the Uchihas notice that Gaara has a devilish smile, and his face is starting to chip away. Temari and Kankuro know that this isn't good. They hadn't realized the Leaf Village had such formidable ninja that could even challenge Gaara, let alone damage his sand armor. Gaara begins laughing hysterically and releases a massive wave of sand from his gourd. However, before he can release it all on Uchiha, his body begins to give out. He begins screaming in agonizing pain, then collapses. Temari and Kankuro look at each other and say it must have been the beast trying to free itself. Then, all of a sudden, Sai jumps down, sweeps Kankuro off his feet, and steals their scroll. He then gets Naruto and Sasuke out of there. Kankuro is pissed, and Temari wants to stop Team 7, but they can't as they need to watch over Gaara for now. Team 7 gets away. Naruto and Sasuke are confused and ask why Sai got him out of there. Sai just says that the battle seemed over and he stole the scroll, so there wasn't any reason to waste time. The Uchihas know he is right, so they don't say anything in rebuttal. They are glad to know that they have both scrolls and can start heading to the finished building. They knew they would be able to finish the test quickly, but they can't believe only 1 hour has passed since they started. As Team 7 is about to reach the HQ building, Sai's bird gets shot down and all of them are falling below. They all manage to parkour down to safety, but they are now split up. They all wonder who could have seen and taken them down from above, as none of them sensed any presence below. Sai and Naruto end up being confronted by the sound ninja from earlier, while Sasuke is confronted by a creepy looking ninja. This ninja, as we know, is Orochimaru. Sasuke can feel a very dark presence from this being and keeps his guard up and activates his Sharingan. This act only arouses Orochimaru even more. He then speaks to Sasuke and says that if he wants the power to defeat Itachi, he should join him. This actually catches Sasuke off guard as he didn't expect this random ninja to mention Itachi. Sasuke then replies and says what does he know about Itachi? Orochimaru then says with a slight chuckle, he actually worked and fought with Itachi, and if Sasuke comes and joins him, he can give him the knowledge and power to defeat him. For a split second, Sasuke is tempted by this offer, but then snaps out of it as he feels there's an ulterior motive this creepy ninja isn't telling him. Sasuke knows he can't waste any more time here and needs to regroup with his comrades. Sasuke knows that going head to head with Orochimaru won't work to his favor, so he thinks about using a jutsu he has discovered with his new Mangekyo Sharingan, but he needs to get closer since he is still not adept with it. Sasuke then bluffs and says that Orochimaru's offer does entice him, and he begins getting closer. Before Orochimaru realizes Sasuke's plan, he yells Amaterasu and unleashes a black flame onto Orochimaru. This completely catches Orochimaru off guard as he never thought Sasuke unlocked the same visual prowess as Itachi. As Orochimaru is being consumed by the flame, Sasuke escapes. Orochimaru begins to shed his skin like a snake to escape the flame from killing him. Orochimaru may have survived the black flames, but is angered to have been fooled by the Uchiha brat and was unable to unleash his curse mark on him. But now Orochimaru wants Sasuke's body even more. Orochimaru, with no chakra left, takes his leave for now. Sasuke finally finds Naruto and Sai. They had just finished up defeating the Sound Ninja. After this, the team finally arrive at the center building and finishes the Forest of Death exam, being the first team there. Shortly after, Gaara's team arrives, and both teams just glare at each other. The next team that comes through is Lee's team. Lee waves to the Uchihas and congratulates them on finishing before them. He can't believe he slacked off and let the Uchihas get ahead of him. After that, the rest of the team that survived the Forest of Death trickle in. We now begin the preliminary fights of the Chunin exams. The matchups are much different than the original, but we shall focus on the important ones. The first matchup is between Sasuke and Kiba. This matchup goes completely to Sasuke as he didn't even need to use his Sharingan to defeat Kiba. Poor Kiba, he can never just catch a break. We then move on to a pretty interesting fight. This fight will be between Naruto and Neji. Neji, still looking as disgusted as usual with Naruto, tells him that regardless of which Uchiha he fights, their clan's destiny is all the same. Just a bunch of worthless trash that was destroyed by just one lonely ninja. Sasuke, hearing this, is furious and wants to snap Neji's neck, but Kakashi stops him. Naruto, on the other hand, doesn't look fazed one bit. He just tells Neji that the past is what it is, and we strive to make the future better. He then proceeds to look Neji dead in the eyes and tells him that he doesn't need to waste any more time on him, and then the fight begins. Naruto, not wanting to show any mercy to Neji, goes 100%. Almost instantaneously, Naruto gets behind Neji and kicks him in the back, knocking him down. Neji is surprised by Naruto's speed, but he shakes it off, saying it was just a lucky hit. Neji then attempts to use his 64 palms on Naruto to knock out some of his chakra points, but Naruto easily dodges him. This frustrates Neji and questions how an Uchiha scum can possibly be outdoing him. Naruto then gets close to Neji, but Neji attempts to use his palm rotation. However, Naruto immediately grips Neji's arm and tells him it's over. Naruto, completely furious now, uses his wood style to suppress Neji's chakra, and he collapses to the ground, causing Naruto to win the fight. Naruto then looks at the fallen Neji and tells him that if he keeps looking down on people and doesn't stop to consider to oneself, he'll never get anywhere with his life. We then move on to the matchup between Sai and a Sound Ninja, which Sai actually just wins automatically, as the Sound Ninja surrenders out of sheer fear from what happened earlier. Next, we move on to the Lee and Gaara fight. However, in our story, Lee and Gaara don't fight yet. The random generator just happened to match these two ninjas with other people. In the end, each of them have their separate battles, and both make it past the preliminaries, unsurprisingly. We can now conclude the preliminary fights. The 8 genin that will move on are Naruto, Sasuke, Lee, Sai, Gaara, Kankuro, Temari, and Shikamaru. They will all be moving on to the final battle that will be held in 1 month's time. This will give all the genin time to rest, train, and prepare for the big battle. For Team 7, Sai says he will prepare on his own, meaning he will go back to Danzo and report his new updates and train at Root. Naruto and Sasuke, on the other hand, will be training under Kakashi, and another surprise addition that will help our genin, especially Naruto, enrich their abilities. Who is this mysterious new addition Kakashi will be introducing? What will Danzo do with the new information about Naruto and Sasuke? Will Sasuke tell Naruto and Kakashi about his Mangekyo Sharingan? Make sure to tune back in next episode to figure out all these questions. And that's where we're leaving part 4 to What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. Now guys, remember to comment below, as I love interacting with all of you and hearing your opinions. Also, make sure to smash that like so we can knock out that 100 like goal as quickly as possible, and so you guys can see more what ifs. I love the support. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all the new juicy what ifs coming to a theater near you. Now guys, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love, Neon out.